Ever stared up at the night sky and wondered, not just about the stars, but about the incredible machines that take us there? Have you ever thought, what would it actually cost to build or even invest in a spaceship? It's a question that used to be pure science fiction, but today, with private companies launching rockets almost weekly, it's becoming a very real, albeit still astronomical, inquiry. For decades, space was the exclusive domain of governments. Think NASA's Space Shuttle program. The development of the Space Shuttle and its components cost NASA a staggering $10.6 billion. Adjusted for inflation to $2020, that's roughly $49 billion. And that's just development. Each launch of a space shuttle was estimated to cost around $450 million. These were massive, government-funded endeavors, pushing the boundaries of technology and human achievement, but at a price tag that made private spaceships sound like a punchline. But then came the disruption. Companies like SpaceX, Blue Origin, and Virgin Galactic entered the scene, not just building rockets, but aiming to make space access more affordable and, dare we say, routine. So, what's the price tag now in this new era of private space? Let's break it down. If you're thinking about building your own full-fledged orbital-class rocket, capable of putting satellites or even people into orbit, you're still looking at a serious investment. SpaceX's Falcon 9, a workhorse in the industry, cost around $62 million per launch in 2020, rising slightly to $67 million by 2023. While that's a lot, the game changer here is reusability. By reusing boosters, SpaceX saves an estimated $15 million per launch, significantly driving down the overall cost of space access. For heavier payloads, the Falcon Heavy comes in at about $97 million per launch. But the real revolution lies in what's coming next, Starship. SpaceX aims for Starship to be fully reusable, and its projected cost per launch? A mind-boggling $2 to $10 million. If they achieve that, it would fundamentally transform the economics of space, making even interplanetary travel dramatically more affordable. Now, what if you're not building a spaceship, but investing in the companies that are? The private space sector is booming. Between 2020 and 2023, over $50 billion in venture capital was invested in private space companies, and projections suggest global private space investment could surpass $1 trillion by 2030. This growth is fueled by everything from satellite internet to commercial space stations and lunar exploration. Investing in a space startup, particularly those focused on innovation like reusable rockets, in-space manufacturing, or specialized satellite services, can be a high-reward, though high-risk, proposition. SpaceX itself, a private company, was valued at over $180 billion in 2023. And for those who dream of actually going to space, commercial spaceflight tickets vary wildly. A suborbital joyride with Blue Origin or Virgin Galactic might set you back between $200,000 to $450,000. But if you want to experience orbital flight, perhaps even a stay on the International Space Station with Axiom Space, prepare for a bill in the ballpark of $55 million per seat. Even an all-civilian orbital mission like Inspiration 4, sponsored by a billionaire, cost an estimated $200 million for 4 passengers. So, the price of a spaceship, or even a ticket to space, is not a single number. It's a spectrum, from tens of millions for a launch to hundreds of millions or even billions for development. But what's clear is that the private sector is driving down these costs, making space increasingly accessible, not just for governments and billionaires, but for a growing number of businesses and eventually, perhaps, for you and me. The investment landscape is rich with opportunity, as humanity continues its push beyond Earth. With that said, thanks for watching and until next time.